Oh, I have a good one for that. I came to work on a Friday morning and the side entrance to the building near the management office looked like we were having a yard sale. And I took a deep breath and I went in and put my things down, called our building engineer and said, "What's going on with all the furniture in the yard?" He said, "I have no idea." So I didn't really know what to do. About 30 minutes later, I get a phone call from one of our tenants that says, "By the way, the Salvation Army will be by sometime today to pick up those things I left outside your office." And we're not talking about a couple of milk crates with some books in them. A dining table for 12, the chairs, the matching buffet. So, at the direction of the property manager, we moved everything into a vacancy so that it didn't sit in the landscaping all day. And about 5 o'clock that day, the Salvation Army did come and pick it up. A day in the life. A day in the life.
Mentoring the best. I like to see people who have potential and you can help them grow that potential, and then one day they become a manager themselves and you get to see them in professional organizations.
And there's so many different avenues of property management that
Exactly.
you can find their strengths, and if you're really good at being a broker, or you really see you learn how to fix things. You just have to almost have a servant's way of looking at life as a property manager.
That's a great way of putting it.
So.
Very true.
So IREM's actually a really great place to work for. So the angle I took with it is I have experience in IT. So when I came to IREM, we were still doing things on paper. Unfortunately, the website was not super intuitive up to modern standards. So what I went in and rebuilt the system from the ground up. We added a database system for our membership, online registration features, online payment features, just to kind of streamline the process and bring us up to speed with all the other organizations out there today.
And we thank you for it dearly.
Thank you.
Same reason as I would have chosen it yesterday. It's because it's something that is always in demand, and it's something that is going to always be challenging, and it's never boring, and it gives you an opportunity to literally deal with everything in the entire alphabet from A to Z on a daily basis. And so you're not in a cube farm, and you always have the ability to problem solve, to address a wide variety of issues every day. And it's an industry that I've always felt like is recession proof. They need you in good times and bad. In fact,
my cousin actually brought me into it because she absolutely hated to file. So she hired me for weekends to just do her filing. And then, right, and so I did that for a while, and then her sister actually got me a leasing position full time, and so I started doing that, and then somehow I fell in love with it, and 18 years later, here I am, still in it.
I always say that property management, again, it chooses you, and a lot of time, like I also got into property management because of my mother, and I did not grow up to be a property manager because I knew the demands of the job, but because I knew the demands of the job, when I took a job in property management, I was like, I'm really ready for this, and it is just a great job, and it's a career.
It is.
The ability to just tell people and make people happy and get people, to love where they live and to love where they work. It's just, it's a challenge, but it's something that I enjoy doing.
Yes, I tell everyone it's not a job, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle career.
Yes.
So yeah, it is my life. I love that every day.
Whether we like it or not, but
Yeah.
we do.
Yes,
Well, thank you for coming.
absolutely.
Well, I was in retail for quite a while, and my sister's been in the industry for 25 years, and she's been trying for about 15 to get me into it. And I kept saying, no, I'm okay. No, I'm good, thanks. And I just woke up one day, I was like, I wanted a career change, and I was in Houston at the time, and I called her, and Limcorp's based out of Dallas.
Right.
And I was like, do you have any positions available? And she said, yeah, I'm in Dallas. And it was 5 years ago. I started as leasing and been a property manager for about 3 years now. Moved up pretty quickly.
Good.
But it was definitely something different. I've been told by everybody in this industry, you really like it or you don't. And I really do. And I think I found my calling. I have a huge passion for it.
So, being in retail, which is extremely busy, and having done that myself in my former life, what could you draw from that retail experience and apply to your property management career?
The customer service aspect was a huge part of it, and it both entails a huge amount of patience in retail, especially during the holiday season when your store's getting ripped to shreds and you gotta go right back 5 minutes later and put it back together.
Exactly.
In the people aspect, you're only as good as your team, and being able to train them and mentor them is huge in the property management as well. That's one of the main takeaways. Treat people with respect and the way you want to be treated.
And do you enjoy I know in my job, no day is ever the same. So does that apply
Oh yeah.
to you as well? Yes.
Every single day I look forward to, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what to expect.
Yeah.
It's
Forget
always-
to-do lists.
You can make them, but you're not going to follow them.
Exactly. Just get one made, make your bed. But
Right.
well, I really want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Going through this.
Administrator role, and I kind of got bored a little bit. So I went to go get my real estate license, and I did that, and I conquered that. And so I said, okay, well, what's the next best thing? And so I was talking to my boss and my mentor, and she was a member of IREM, and she at one time started her CPM designation, but for some reason she didn't finish it. So she had told me about IREM, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna look into it. And just a little bit of background, I went to a college where my college was really small, and I joined a really small sorority, and so I tripled my sorority in a year. And so when I'm looking at these organizations, IREM and BOMA, they're kind of the fraternities of the real estate community. And so I told myself, I'm going to join this small chapter, and I'm going to see what it's about. And so I joined this chapter, and one of the first mailers that they had sent to me was a mailer about your CPM candidacy. And I got it, and I was looking at it, and it intrigued me, and it told me, okay, here's, how much property managers make without a CPM designation, and then this is how much they make with a CPM designation. And I said, ooh, I'm keeping this, and this is what I want to do. Now that I got my real estate license, I'm going to shoot for that CPM designation. And so it's taken me, I don't know, probably about 4 years to do that. And the CPM designation is not by any means cheap, but the great thing about IREM is they have scholarships available for us. So I have done my entire CPM candidacy on scholarship, and I finally finished my classes next week. I have just my ethics class left, and then I can apply for my CPM. I know, I'm really excited. And I kept that mailer on my desk as motivation for myself to get there and to make $15,000, $20,000 more than just a regular property manager. And so that was kind of my reasoning for joining IREM. Love the organization, love the people. Everybody is so nice. You don't get lost in the crowd, which is great. And yeah, that's why I'm here.